Hi, Majo John Madden from, I think this is Route 40. I think I saw on one of my GPS maps that this main road is Route 40 that heads out towards Los Troncones from Victoria. And I am sitting on a rock slab, concrete slab that was meant to be something. I just used up all my coin pesos in my pocket. I came out walking the dogs for probably an hour now and did not bring my wallet, and came down to the little store that's just maybe a quarter of a mile, less than that, from Josue and Hazel's place, which is down the road there, the mechanic shop where his dad, Leo, also lives there, and his brother Louis lives there in a little room off to the side of the mechanic shop. And the locals gather, the old timers, and some young people too gather there. And he said to me that he had 17 dogs. I've gotten to know 5 or 6, and there's, I think, 5 puppies. So I just took several of them for a walk, and they have gravitated towards me over 3. Today is my 4th full day here. My car broken down. Josue towed it out here so that I could get out of the hotel and stop paying hotel bills. But I already had been several extra days in the hotel because we had difficulty shipping the money from PayPal to Hazel's new PayPal account. So I 4 more $80 bills at the hotel dug into my money quite a bit. And I ended up only having enough to pay Josue really for parts and sending my engine out to the machine shop. Or parts, just parts of the engine are going out to a machine shop. And he has been burned by even good friends who said they would pay and never did. But he's wanting to believe that he can trust me. And I said, I drove 2 hours back to Los Fresnos to pay Roberto and El Gato because they wanted cash. So you can trust me. So out of my next check, several hundred will come out for Josue. Here I am in rural Mexico. It's just about 4 weeks. Today's Monday. I bet today is 4 weeks I've been in Mexico. March 13th, I managed to come across from Progreso, Texas, across through Nuevo Progreso by a fluke after months and months of studying how to get my car, which has expired tags. What were you doing under there, Magic? Exploring something in there. I think this is, it looks like they've got plants and stuff in there. I'm on private property. My experience is they're less likely to shoot you for being on private property here in Mexico. I think firearms are actually illegal down here for citizens to own, which is a huge relief because Magic and I came damn near being blown away outside of Houma, Louisiana, by an old farmer. I didn't think this field belonged to anybody. We went for a long walk and suddenly it was all English there. I heard this old voice say, "What are you doing on my land?" I turned around and the shotgun was pointed at me from about 10 feet away. And Magic got upset and didn't charge him, but took several steps towards him, barking ferociously. And I heard him cock the trigger as he aimed it at Magic. And I begged for my dog's life. And that guy marched me off the property, never lowering his gun. So no guns down here except the cartels. And I think that's a good deal. I'm glad the crazy old farmers don't have shotguns. We had a long walk, and so it's a combination of what some of my middle class friends would say is a low point for me because I got no money, and this coffee that I just bought with my pocket full of pesos is the only food source I've had since 3 o'clock yesterday. So that doesn't, it wasn't a perfect Easter in so many ways, but spiritually, and I just made a couple of videos about the winter of 21 when I was off the road up in Appalachia. And what a rich time that was for me interiorly. Starting my blog, healingvalidations.com, which I think by now it's been downgraded and it has the word WordPress in it. healingvalidations.wordpress.com, still online, but the videos all have broken links because nobody from Apple ever told me that links from iCloud only last for a month. So none of the videos will open, but there's a lot of stuff there about our time in the mountains, my first year on the road. But it's a spectacular spiritual time for me. These dogs, even though they break my heart because nobody's giving them love and nobody's feeding them, they break my heart on a regular basis. I love them desperately. And they respond awfully well to that. And solid discipline. When they attack each other, I stop them and turning them into loving beings. And they really are showing big progress. Boy, do I need a shave, huh? I need a shave. I've got whiskers sticking out all over the place. She's got her parasol off. I'm not feeling rain. I guess a very slight drizzle. I took my rain jacket off to put it down on this concrete slab so my ass wouldn't get wet. So spiritually, pretty spectacular time. I'm getting higher and higher because I'm in the foot. You can't see them now. Maybe you can see just a slight edge of the Los Troncones Mountains. We're right near them. Magic and I, and at that point we had a puppy, Pepe, who was passed on. At that point we had a puppy. 48 hours from March 16 to 18, all wrapped around St. Patrick's Day, that we were back in those mountains at Los Troncones Parque Ecologico. I recommend those videos. They're all on YouTube only. Majo John Madden. You can see me getting happier and happier, higher and higher, because those mountains had the greenery of my beloved Blue Ridge Appalachian Mountains and the staggering scope of the huge trees and huge boulders of Western Mountains, which they are. This is almost the northern end of the Sierra Madre Oriental mountain range. So I'm happy. I'm happy. A lot is hard, as always. A lot is hard, and I'm not sure how I'm going to eat the rest of the month or feed my dog the rest of the month. But I'm going to post stuff for my Being with Majo long distance. It's not really coaching, it's being with. I don't do anything to people. I just be with them, preferably face to face, but over the phone, and maybe we can figure out a way to do video hookup, and then you give me a tip afterwards, even the next day or the day after that. When you figure out what you got out of it, you can PayPal me a little bit of money if that's all you have, or a lot of money if you have a lot of money. It does seem to work. It does seem to work. Spectacular things happen when I be with people, because being is my thing now. I'm loving Shakira's song. I'm into Latino music down here. Estoy aquí. I'm here. Ram Dass, who influenced my generation to turn towards meditation back in the 70s, wrote the book Be Here Now. I had not a clue how to just be. I only knew how to do. But I had a big spiritual experience on June 26th of 19. Several months later, went to the mountains. And 3 years of living on the road, my friend Willie Nelson and Merle Haggard sang it in Pancho and Lefty, which was Pancho's and my theme song. Living on the road, my friend, it's gonna keep you pure and clean. And it does that. It has the mountains, the ocean, nature, the voice for spirit are turning me into someone who knows how to be and offers that to people. I want to help you also be who you are. Remember who you are, because that's the only real spiritual question is, who are you? Who are you really? I know pretty much these days. I do know who I am. And it's a source of endless joy and power. And I could help you do that too. Didn't know this was going to end up being my infomercial, but there it is. Bye.